Shaukuarcade, but there it is. The damage was all on his side. Got the perfect, and that's it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
The BlurringM, also known as Mr. Can. I play Soul Calibur, Tekken, and some Virtual Fighter. You know?
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Cool.
I like how we both started this match with ridiculous win streaks. Good shit.
I know, right? Like,
so yeah, I want to talk to you today and kind of pick your brain about some, Tekken related things.
what's up?
You're the pandemic training partner.
Yeah, indeed.
Had many.
Eat my ass like 19 times in a row until I got that Denkai boost.
We
broke up the bands. Yeah, we broke up the band like a few times. So,
right.
like, it's not even funny. We broke up the band like a couple of times. I'll be like, "F you," he'd be like, "F you too." It's like, all right.
Yeah,
we were trying to make those great. We were trying to make those great albums. You understand?
Those journeys through the salt mines will never be forgotten.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, what was your history with the Tekken series? Like, where did you start? And could you tell me something? Go ahead.
I started with like Tekken 2, actually. I didn't start competing until like maybe the beginning of Tekken 7. But I started at Tekken 2. I started playing June around about Tekken 2 time. 3, everyone played 3. 4 I skipped. I played it later, but I didn't have it in my collection. I just didn't like how 4 was. I always played in arcades though.
Right. What was it about Tekken 4 that you didn't like?
It's just shit. I didn't have no June or Asuka, man. That was it. I think around about the time, I think I started playing Nina.
Hmm?
So that's when I started picking up Nina and started playing other characters and stuff like that. But that's probably later along the lines. I had Tekken 5. Good dodge. Ooh, I messed up that job. I had Tekken 5. I had the vanilla one with all the
the one that started with the arcade shooting
game.
Yeah.
The like Galaga. Yeah, I had that one. Like I had DR. Played online on DR, and that's when I started getting like really serious with it, and started playing Asuka like really serious around my DR time. But a lot of people didn't know the PS3 version had an online.
Mm-hmm.
So like, ooh. So like it was kind of difficult to like freaking because it was very nap type back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Ankles, baby. But like other than that, I started playing Asuka seriously. I think around about 6 though. I know 6 I started playing seriously. I just wasn't around about like arcades.
Right.
I think like I started playing I started playing Asuka seriously. I started playing Nina seriously. I was playing Ling Xiaoyu too, which is funny as shit. I actually had a Ling Xiaoyu for a time. Like when her moves list changes, it kind of sometimes I have one, sometimes I don't, depending on what the game is. But like I had a Ling Xiaoyu at a time, centuries ago. Then Armor King goofing around, the motivation character.
Right. So what was it about Asuka that kind of made you settle on her?
Well, I'm more of a defensive person, right? So like usually when I'm like, because when I used to play like Capcom vs SNK, I used to play Geese, and
right.
I used to play in KOF I used to play like Blue Mary, before they made her a little bit like too strong.
Mm-hmm.
But like KOF 14 Mary, but that's not here to door. But like the reason why I like Blue Mary is because you have time to like enter like those reversals, and those took a lot of time. Same thing with Geese's stuff. It took a lot of time to like do those reversals, which I kind of hated the Tekken 7 iteration of Geese. Like, he, even though it was going off tangent, it just felt like, you know, he was not Geese, especially with the Rashomon and the pickups and stuff, you know. But that's going into design and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But to like, because I used to play like heavily reversal characters back in the day, especially in Anime Fighters too. You know, before my like move palette got like, you know, into like stance characters and stuff.
Right. So you just kind of fell in love with the parry, pretty much.
Pretty much, and you know, I didn't know what to do because, you know, I started online, so, you know, like freaking, I didn't know I was doing wrong. Yeah. Like, I didn't know I was doing wrong at all until someone told me, and like, hey man, you gotta do this, do this. It wasn't until like 7 until I started like playing offline. Like, I started understanding like punishes, you know, what to do, what not to do. What I was doing was actually very correct, you know. You know, stopping an individual from playing.
So you saying that, I kind of want to step back for a second. So, did you have any arcade history with Tekken before 7?
No, I did not actually. I only played online. And like when about the time like Tilt, like I was trying to go to Tilt. I mean, I went to Insomnia a couple of times, but you know, around about the time it was Tag too.
True. And you weren't around for the Planet Zero days.
I wasn't. My little brother was. I wasn't, because I was working a lot. I was working on GameStop and stuff. So, you know, so all my stuff was like usually like YouTube videos and stuff like that. So, you know, not knowing what frames were and stuff, you know, just trying to figure out like how. Oh my God, this crushing. like trying to figure out what to do, what not to do, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, I got you. So you kind of answered my next question, which was, who was your first main, and who's your current main, and why? So you went from Jun to Asuka. That's, you know, I guess why.
Like you. Well, I could play Nina too. You know, then too, like freaking, it's kind of like weird because like when you're in Tekken, you gotta kind of have like 2-3 characters you play with, and like usually they like fit a certain archetype, you know.
Right.
You know, like usually with Asuka, you know, I just played her because like I'm a very defensive player, you know, just like, you know, but then too, I play a defensive player aggressively, and you never would see that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we both started with Jun as our mains and kind of ended up in 2 completely different places. So
yeah, I know, right? Like freaking, like, man, like bring back Tekken 2 OST, like just better. Because there's some OST that's missing in like Spotify. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that, but that's for another interview.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I'm sure we'll have some mirror matches in our future with Jun and Tekken 8. But for now, we're going to look at a quick pros and cons list for Asuka, right? What are some of the pros? Give me like 3 pros of playing Asuka.
Good defense, parry, good Sabaki. Well, that goes under parry, and you know, a good rage drive.
In what sense?
The cons would be like her rage drive.
Yeah.
Ground fights. She doesn't have to like. You don't like most of the time when I'm fighting. Usually, I forget I have a rage drive because it's that good. You know. And her countering hitting damage is astronomical. Is very good for what she does too. So like, Asuka's not Asuka's slept on, but I think we're going to the cons now. Like what, like, you know, what?
Yeah, give me a few cons, or like what stands out the most as a negative as far as playing the character.
Not a good 10 frame punish. That's one thing. They just gave her one recently. She doesn't have she's mostly negative on a lot of moves that like open you up. And if you're playing a hyper aggressive individual, or someone that has stronger frames, she can lose to like, you know, like over reliance on the reversal and stuff like that, right?
Right. We see a lot of like, you know, low level Asuka players just throwing out the parry left and right.
Well, because like it's an addictive thing, right? Like you can't get it's it's so addictive to a point where like you'll be like, hey dog, like yeah, I would throw this out, you know, like because you're getting them off of you. But then too, I don't know how to hide it because she has more than the parry, right? Like she really has a lot more than a parry. She has like the 2+3, which was there. Now she has back 2+3. You know, back in 5, she had down 4 to 1+2, which is now the rage art. God damn, I'm cute. Meanwhile, getting crushed. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to it, but yeah, like that kind of goes like a lot though. Like not having a good 10 frame punish is a serious thing because even though her I-10 is +9 on hit, it's negative. I think it's -1 on hit, on block. So it's really bad on defensive.
Mm-hmm.
While everyone else is like +1 or neutral or so. You know, it's just not a good tool to throw out. You know, you can't really mix. Like the buff that they gave her last time in 5.0, right? You know, the 1-3, she needs that because that's natural combo now. 1-3 didn't used to be a natural combo. It just used to be like, okay, you can block 3. You know, 1-3 didn't chain at all.
Can you show me the 1-3? Just for people that, don't know notations and stuff.
Yeah, punch kick.
So this is a natural combo now. This wasn't before?
No, it was not. It was like basically you could block. You could literally block that. But like if you were to punish, like that would go like the low would have gotten punished.
Okay.
Here's the kicker. Back in 5, 3 used to be a low.
3.
Like the one I'm doing right there, 1-3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 used to be a low.
Just 3 by itself was that located?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, she was really bad in 3. 5. She was really bad. 5, version 5.0. You know. Like she was really bad.
I do like standing lows though. Like I played Sea Viper in PC3, but well, that's another conversation. Anywho.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
For the last part of this, I kind of wanted to, steal some tech from you. Show me your top 3 favorite Asuka strats or things that you do in matches that tend to work a lot that maybe people can pick up on and improve their Asuka game. So, hit me.
Sacred Blade into cancels. Like,
this is a rolling 3-4.
Yeah,
hold down to cancel or down back to cancel or down.
Yeah, down. I usually do down back.
Okay.
I use that, and then like I would create like situations where, like either you're trusting like me doing this, or I'll be like, and do raw ride in 3 or something like that, and then the only thing that sucks is doing falling rain now. Yeah.
I feel like you got pretty good with that though. The instant falling rain.
Yeah, instant falling rain is very good. But like everything that she has, like basically, just to play like mind games and stuff like that, And a lot of people get hit by this due to the fact that like, they're being overzealous, like the blade setups. But she has a lot more cancels than that. Like she has like 4-2 down. That's the new one, like.
And that one's 2-1, 1+2 hold back, right?
Yep. She has a bunch of cancels. Like it's.
What do you normally do after that though?
You can just 4. You can just 4 if you're trying to fish for a counter.
Fish for counter hits, yeah.
Yeah, so like because that's her goal is to fish for counters or fish for a whiff.
And is that back 4 safe or?
Back 4 safe, yeah.
Okay.
Back 4 is very safe. But the counter hitting is very strong on that. I think that's a good one. That's more of an advanced thing though. So most Asukas would probably like usually do that just to throw people off because like Sacred Blade by itself or like 3/4 by itself is unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the kicker: there's other ways to do it too. You could do forward 1, down 4, down back. Which is crazy.
have to show it to me.
Yeah, I'm about to show it to you now. There's just so many ways like she has load cancels and shit. Like she becomes a 50-50 character when you start understanding the cancels.
Every time I see that sweep come in, I get terrified.
And I can break it too, so that's But she has a bunch of breaks. Like, yeah, she's like rather 1+2 is a break. 4-2 is a break. But usually most Oscars will go for this beginning once you figure it out. I think those are pretty much it if you were trying to learn like the cancels and stuff, right? But I would say a good tool to use for her is if you're seeing people punch a lot or 1-1-2, 2+3.
Rocky parry. Now, does that parry only punches?
Yep. Very good in a Steve fight. Very good in a very good in like because in a Mishima fight as well, because Mishimas have 1-1-2. So like you can negate that, and you can just get a little bit of capitalization on that. So that's something that like usually I would say instead of using the basic reversal every day, you can just use this to get your turn back and just throw people off.
Nice combo starter too.
Yes. Now it's a combo starter, then use a combo start.
It was a knockdown before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It combo starts now due to 5.0, but like there's a lot of stuff they gave her that was like, okay, she needed it, but other characters got a little bit stronger, so she's still gonna be kind of like a mid-grade character essentially. Asuka can do some damage in rage. That's the only thing I will say. Like, if she's left unchecked in rage, she can cascade a life bar, really horribly.
Well,
but that's a go.
I think that will be a solid end to this. So let me get you in rage and whack me with your strongest combo.
I don't have no strong combo. I just have a fucking gimmick.
give me your rage drive combo.
I don't really do a lot of rage like art combos, like right. I just do like this. If my freaking controller works.
That's okay, we'll edit that out. The damage on that, I love that second
Yeah, the spike is just evil. But like the funny thing is like I got a thing called the Can special, which is funny as hell.
What is this?
What, the Can special?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just hell sweep you and fucking do a try, do a soccer kick. That's a Can special. That's what it is. If I can do it right. No. Yeah.
I think it's
a soccer kick. Yeah, that's all I do.
It's almost more disrespectful by how like short it is.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm called the Can special. It's hard to do though. The funny thing is because like when you do the hell sweep though, it gets kind of weird, and you'll be like, oh shit, why is that not working? Just like because you have to time it like right after the hell sweep. You have to do 4 forward 1+2 immediately afterwards. Right. Or you'll start getting a raw rising 1+2 input. It's sensitive. Then you do the soccer kick just to be a dick.
Right. That's like where the disrespect comes in.
Yeah, that's what's called the Can
It's like I'm done with you. Get out of here now. Whack. All right.
Yeah, I've done that so many times, like in tournaments, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like that's not because it's not a real tag. It's just something I just like doing. It's just something I really like doing.
I respect it. But yeah, those are all the questions I have for now. Appreciate your time, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. And
all right, man, we're gonna get the band back together one day, man.
For sure. We're gonna. You'll be back. We'll pick your brain about other things in the future. There's some things I want to talk to you about. We've had some great conversations in the past, so we definitely gotta get that out there.
Yeah, we gotta get that going, man. Because freaking I'm freaking Miguel's been kicking my butt for almost 3-4 years, man.
And when Tekken 8 comes out, we'll be right back at it, I'm sure. So,
yeah.
go ahead and plug your socials and plug your stream.
Freaking Twitch.BlurringM. I'm actually part of a team right now, COA/Blurring on Twitter, or Mr. CanCan1. And Blurring on YouTube, or BlurringM on YouTube. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All the links will be in the description. I think your stream is actually really entertaining. Like, I enjoy watching you play, especially when you play single player games, things like that. So if you're into that, definitely go check it out. We'll be back in the future, and that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we are out.
Conversation.